Hi, it's John Binnie, and welcome to my video today all about alignment. Specifically, how do you follow alignment in your life? And this is a perfect time to talk about alignment because our planets are aligning as we speak in our solar system, and it's a very rare opportunity to experience that alignment. And there is also an opportunity for us to reflect on what does alignment mean for us in our lives. So some of the big things that I've been working really hard on aligning in my life, big thing for me has been my work and more latterly, my work-life balance. So one thing that used to be aligned for me was I used to be in a software engineering career for 26 years and latterly 8 years in Amazon. And there I was a senior software manager working on recruitment projects, including with artificial intelligence. And that work was a lot of fun, and I loved all the ethics and doing the right things for people and helping people find great jobs in the company. And latterly, especially since I'd been through an awakening journey and started meditating each day and began to really feel into my mission and purpose in this life, which is more about helping raise vibrations of billions of hearts, helping people experience and harmonize their darkness and light, that whole frequency range, the spectrum of ourselves, and also helping this whole planet like become much more balanced. And my contribution to that journey, latterly, especially my corporate job, I didn't feel that was so aligned. And at the very least, didn't feel so aligned with, the people that I directly work for. And so these were things that I started to feel, well, I want to do, different things. I want to, do work that is more aligned with my life purpose. And then I also was seeking more flexibility. So I love traveling with my family. I love, for me, alignment is fun, freedom, and flow, and experiencing all the magic of this world, including, time at home with my family, with my wife and kids. It's just, and my dog Patch. It's just really beautiful alignment. Those things they fill my heart with joy. And that's how I know it feels aligned for me. And then there's also other aspects of just knowing in every present moment, like how something feels aligned for me. So for example, what wasn't aligned there, I don't know if the video was okay, but my phone that I'm recording this on started like jerking around. So I paused it for a moment and gave it a chance to catch up. So yeah, what feels alignment for me is, be able to look at my calendar each morning and decide, these are the tasks, these are the activities, whether it's work or, personal things or hobbies or whatever, that they feel aligned for me. These are the things I'm going to freely do, and they're going to fill my heart with joy. And so my heart feels like they're aligned. And one practice I do when I first look at my calendar in the morning, I did this morning, is just place your hand on your heart for a moment. So you can place your left hand on your heart or whichever hand you choose. Take a breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth nice and loud. And then just feel into this question and ask your heart, is this next task aligned with my heart? And then allow the answer to come into your heart. It's that simple, right? And what I experienced was a yes. I have some visitors coming, and really excited to see them after this recording, and it just feels really aligned with my heart. Like it feels like that's the next great thing to do. Now, one thing that didn't quite feel aligned was I had penciled in my calendar creating a 1 hour guided meditation, and I just felt like, well, I have today or tomorrow to do it. Tomorrow just feels like a more aligned time to do it. I can't really explain why. It just feels like I asked my heart the same question this morning, and the answer was just do that. You can do that tomorrow. If it feels, and again, like ask myself, does that feel aligned? And it's a practice you can do all the time, right? With your work, your home, with your life, with your relationships, with the physical material things in your life, where you are, like everything you can ask your heart about. Does this feel aligned to me? And what happens when you're in alignment? Well, you have this, like, for me, it's this fun, fabulous freedom and flow. Like this river is just flowing freely. All your joy flows so freely. And so does the coffee, if you like coffee. I also really enjoy, with alignment, I also discovered, for me, like decluttering is really important. So if you noticed, my studio, I've been refurbishing it. I've been 2 years in this, help, I'm trapped in here for 2 years. No, I get let out between client sessions and videos. But I've been refurbishing this room to make it, it's not very large. And so, but it was filled with clutter. And in fact, it used to have a rug on the floor. And when you tried to open the door, when you came in, you could only open it like just enough to like squeeze your body in. And that was not aligned, right? I want a place where I can joyfully express myself with music, or come in here and do my client sessions online, and doing work like this that I feel that I also really love. I want to be able to do it with such freedom and flow, and that means being unconstricted and removing those blocks. So even though the rug was fantastic for dampening the sound echoing in this room, it had to go. Like I just had to take that out. And I also feel there's more alignment I want to work on. So I'm super happy with the way things have worked out. I have a plant. I have like sound deadening on the walls, a new microphone stand that I don't stand on the feet of all the time. This one's mounted on the desk. Everything's just easy to set up. I even have little plugs that I can control on my app, so I can turn on the heating before I come in. Like I just sought all the things that were blocking me in any moment, and I asked my heart, is it a good idea to invest in these things? And I had to save a lot of money. I had to save a best part of £1,000 and then spend it. And I spent it like incrementally. Even the sound deadening on the walls, I keep buying like one pack at a time. It's like 18 at a time, and then just trying it each time. So you can do these things incrementally, right? You can ask yourself, is this now aligned? Ask your heart, is this aligned? So these are some practices for the things that aren't aligned, like the rug had to go, my corporate job had to go. I had to like let go of some friendships and relationships that weren't aligned. They felt restrictive and were blocking me. And then also just finding those opportunities continually to seek alignment, to value alignment. To when you know what something. It's a bit like, I don't know, you're able to drive a car or skateboard or run without constraints. Like it feels like there's this flow, this fabulous flow to it. And I love that feeling when you can just start something and you just go. And that for me feels like really beautiful alignment. And then also just reflecting on, your purpose in this life, like, or your dream life, or what are the things that you would love to feel in this life? What levels of joy are you seeking? There's no limit, right? There's no limit to your joy. And so you can always ask your heart, does this feel good for me? Does this feel on the right path? Does this feel joyous? And if not, reflect on why and what needs to change. You don't need to do it like immediately, but do give yourself a promise to take a look at it. Like I gave myself a promise for several weeks to eventually get rid of that rug that was blocking my door and then all the clutter in this room. And then just allow yourself to feel into those actions and to take action and ask again, does that feel better? Does that feel more aligned? Let me know in the comments how you seek alignment, what alignment means to you. What are your tips and practices? I'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in my work, please visit johnbinnie.com and you can get started with my free meditations. Sending love from Scotland.